and welcome to episode 17 of the Pearl and Jane design vlog. So last week I mentioned a few patterns that I hope to have got done, and I got one of them done. Yay! This is the Waterston hat, Fair Isle hat, and if you have signed up to my newsletters, bit of promotion there, sign up to my newsletters. I don't spam you or anything. I just give you information about what I'm doing, and if you'd like to know, the newsletter is one way to find out. This is another way. Although I don't put everything, yes, anyway, some of the stuff that I put on the newsletters I don't say here, but anyway, this is the Waterston hat. This is a simple Fair Isle pattern. It uses 2 balls of the Jameson's Spindrift as shade A and 1 ball as shade B. Now if you wanted to use just 2 balls, then that would mean doing the crown shaping in this ball here, or anyway, there's lots of variations, but yes, 2 balls of shade A and 1 ball of shade B to do the Waterston hat. And like I said, it's a really nice simple Fair Isle pattern to do. So if this is the first time that you've done Fair Isle, or you want to get into Fair Isle, I would recommend this one to start with, because we just nice and gently do a little bit of Fair Isle, and you don't have to worry so much about it, especially on this one here with the colour change. Someone has requested that I do a video on the Fair Isle technique, and I will get around to doing that one day. But yeah, it's something that I show people on my Fair Isle workshops. So yeah, so this is done. Yay! It is available to download from Pearl and Jane website, or you can pop in the shop and get a printed pattern. So that is done. Just chuck something on the floor. This is not done. Several reasons. So I just checked that at Lana. Oh, and then something else fell on the floor. Oh my goodness me, one of those days. So where were we? Yes, because I was gonna say that I haven't managed to get this written yet, and I think that just highlighted why, because whenever I was sat down to write this, something happened, and so I didn't get down to write it. So what happens is when these patterns come back, so this is the one I knitted, I then write the pattern, so write lay out the pattern, and then send it to a test knitter, and then these come back from a test knitter. Then they knit the pieces, and then I scribble down some notes on picking up stitches and things like that. This then has to be translated into a pattern so that you can follow. I love knitting, I love designing, and I can just knit all the time, but it's writing the pattern down that needs to be precise, and I want to share the joy of simple patterns, and also just share the joy that patterns don't have to be complicated. They can be nice and easy. If you want complicated patterns, there's lots out there, and I think people should knit what they want to do. So I'm just saying, for me, I like nice, simple, easy to knit patterns that you can just sit down and relax with. And writing simple, easy patterns is where it's a bit tricky. And it involves just slowing down and absorbing, being in that moment with them. So hopefully this week I will get this one written and up on the website. That little tippy tappy you can hear is Lana walking around. She should be in her bed, but she's just walking around, probably because I started throwing things on the floor, and she's like, I'm not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna sit here. She keeps chucking things at me. So that's that I need to get written. Last week I mentioned the top that I was crocheting. This is a crochet top for a baby. Again, nice and simple. You might see this and think, oh, she's not got far with that. That's because I cast on. I didn't cast on, I chained in another colour. And the reason why I did that was this one was on 3.75mm needles. So this yarn on the label says 4mm needles, 22 stitches for knitting. But I feel like it's a little bit finer personally. So I thought, oh, I'll try it on 3.75s. I don't not like it. But I just wondered whether doing it on 4mm, as it says on the ball band, is better for this. So I'm going to finish this one, but I am not going to undo this one, and I might finish this one. I don't know. At the end of the day as well, maybe it doesn't make a difference. Maybe it doesn't matter if you use 3.75 or you use 4mm. There's a tiny difference. But yeah, with crochet, so I did 2 chains less on this one than I did on that one. So it's just a small difference, and so I'll hopefully get that done this week. That's one of the only things I need to do. The other one is what I'm having a moment with is this Piccadilly top. So this came back from my test knitter, and I just wanted to do a little change on it. So I took it out and I knitted it back down here and here. And now I'm going crazy. I mean, even more crazy, because to measure, you have to finish on a certain row, and this measurement changes all the time. Now, if I was doing this for myself, I would hold this up to myself and think, right, do I want it a little bit longer or a little bit shorter than the pattern? Because when it comes to picking up stitches, I can do my 4 miss 1, 4 miss 1, and I get the right stitches for my row tension. And if you watch my professional finishing series, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't fancy watching my professional finishing series, I did a short video on picking up stitches, which is only a minute, 2 minutes long, explaining that more. So for myself, I would work that out, and I wouldn't have the thing that I'm having at the moment, which is trying to make sure that this is correct to the pattern. And the other thing when measuring is you don't measure it on the needles, because this can drop and pull. You measure it flat. But then the other thing with knitting is you can smooth it out and make it a bit longer, or you can make it a bit shorter. So I'm having a bit of a moment with that one. But aside from that, even if I do say so myself, I enjoyed. I did design this, but I can't remember when I designed it. Only 2022. So to come back and knit this cable pattern was really enjoyable. So I did do too much when I came and pulled it back and knitted, and then I had to take loads out. This is the bit that took out, because I was just sitting down enjoying it so much. It looks really complicated, but it's an 8-row repeat. On the wrong side, you just knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches, so you can switch off for that. And then it's all just C4Bs and C4Fs with a bit of T4F and T4B. So yeah, it's, even if I do say so myself, it was a nice one to have a little bit of a re-knit on. Okay, so hopefully the next video I'll be saying that this pattern is ready and out there, and I've got a bit more done on my crochet and maybe finish the Piccadilly tank top. I hope you have a great week, and see you next time. Bye.